OK，行，你好，行，开始了。
Okay.
Hi, this is Mark. What is your name and where are you from?
Uh, my name's Chao Ye, but I go by Jerry. I'm from China, and I'm currently a junior in Boston University.
Okay, nice to meet you, Jerry. So what's your major?
Uh, I'm majoring in economics and minor in classroom.
Cool. So is there anything you want to add upon like tell us about something others about you?
Okay. I went to high school in Connecticut when I was 15, and then I finished my high school and then graduated from the Williams School from Connecticut and then applied to Boston University. And the reason why I chose economic is probably because of my family interest and the influence from my parents and my other peers, which interest me a lot. That's why probably I chose economics. And as I study more about like economics, I found like deeper interest that can uh, that can push me to study further in this field.
Good to know. So what's your ethnic background? Like, how do you
Uh,
identify your ethnic background?
I'm Asian.
Okay. So I assume that you attended the first PWI indicated by predominantly white institution. So basically it's like schools were universities where
Mhm.
like most of the students are white.
Are white people, right?
Yeah, so including like BU, which
Mhm.
is like in the middle because like BU also is a diverse with diverse ethnic backgrounds, but we also identify BU as a PWI. So for you, I assume that your first attendance of a PWI is your high school. Am I right?
That's correct.
Okay. So high school in
So, because this is my first time hear the definition of PWY, but my high school is pretty much a white people dominated institution.
Mhm.
And when I first got there, I kind of feel a little bit uncomfortable because, like we don't speak the same language. And then people out there are just like so different from Asians or like Chinese, because the way they talk, they express themselves are totally different from what I used to learn as Chinese traditional education.
Mhm.
Like for example, like um, first of all, we're talking about like class size. Like in China, we have like 50 students per class,
Mhm.
but in my high school, there are like 20 most or like 10 or less. So people are getting more participation to the class,
Mhm.
and they have more time to share and express their ideas. And people are just so willingly to express themselves, which is um, so different from what I used to be.
Okay. So during your high school or also in BU, do you feel supported, like included at your school as a student of color, of course?
Yeah, I mean, yes, I definitely feel support both from my peers and my teachers, and definitely like my friends, parents, because um, I feel like even though we are ourselves are in such a diverse university, we should always like respect each other. We should support each other's opinion, even though we might have a conflict on different opinions.
Mhm.
I feel like the respect to each other is the priority if we want to continue to improve each other.
Good to know. So is there any incident where you feel like you feel uncomfortable in your classroom around your peers and professors, like your high school or BU? Is there a moment
Uh,
to share about?
yeah, definitely, I would say so, because um, due to different education background and the different education system, um, what we learn from China is definitely different from what we learn here, like in the US. So the knowledge conflict between each other, I think, is so normal.
Mhm.
But since the American kids, they are so aggressive, no, not like aggressive, but like they're so willingly to like express their ideas in public, no matter whether their like ideas are correct or not. So sometimes that like kind of offends me, but I would also like still respect it.
Okay, so it's like you feel like they are more willing to express their opinions and stand strong on their position, but like you feel like it's okay for you because like there's no bad intentions behind
Yeah.
the action. Okay, so I can resonate with you since I'm also a Chinese international student, so yeah, definitely. So based on what I already know about you, I feel like you had like a positive overall positive experience in PWI, but I just want to like dig deeper because like our topic is about like um more focusing on like your have you like experienced any like micro aggressions from students in a PWI? Like
Uh, okay.
so I want to like share about one of my experience.
Yep.
So this is just like when I was like playing basketball with my friends
Mhm.
in the court from BU. I recall like one of the white kids like shouted at me four eyes or something like that. So yeah, that's
Mhm.
oh my god, that's not even like microaggressive. That's
Yeah,
like aggressive. But
that's pretty.
like feel free to talk about like have you experienced similar experience, micro or
I mean, yeah, definitely. Cause back in high school, I used to play uh varsity basketball, and then we are pretty much like all white student, and I'm being the only Asian on the team. And sometimes like when I like miss a shot, like teammate might shot at me, and then be like, "Why don't you pass that ball?" And sometimes like the other team, they might be like black people dominate the school teams, and they're like bigger, stronger, quicker, and they can like dunk on us and talking like these bad words. But I don't really care because usually when they like talk me bad, I usually like talk trash back in Chinese, and they don't even understand. But and then I can, and then I feel like I'm the smarter guy, so I won't bother like talking trash with them.
cool.
So yeah.
Okay. So um so do you think attending a PWI, like you choose to, as a Chinese, you choose to study abroad to study in a
Mhm.
PWI, do you think it hindered any of your educational experience, or you feel like that's a right choice? It's like it's a totally positive thing for you, for your personal growth and anything like that.
Uh, I definitely don't think it hinders my education progress because um, before I made the decision of going abroad, I have collected informations from my friends or like my my parents and then what the information they know. And I believe that this decision is a better way for me to personally grow in a sense of um, either improving me as a international student because we can receive both knowledge from inside China or like outside from other country. And I think this is the opportunity that like not many people can have to both receive the education from both sides. So I think that would be this can bring definitely more benefits to me than the negative effect.
Good to know. So do you think your educational experience, like as you just mentioned, will be different, like and different in like some ways if you attended a non-PWI institutions, like even like studying in China or studying at a more diverse institutions in the US? Would you think there will be like some difference? You can imagine?
I would say yes, because I think because I believe that high school is the period that people normally change a lot, and that is a major that is majorly influenced by the people around you. If you go to a PWI, you are surrounded by like mostly white people, and your idea is probably more similar to them. But if you go to like somewhere like South, the environment is definitely different from here. So the knowledge and the information and the vibe you can get is definitely different. So if I go to PWI or if I go to like other place like in China or other place, I would definitely be different right now.
Definitely. It's good listening to your response. Like, our interview is almost finished. I just and I really appreciate your time and your effort to putting your effort into this interview. And I'm getting really nice responses from you. And yeah, thanks a lot. And there's last two questions. Would you want your response to be anonymous, or are you comfortable like sharing your name?
Yeah, I'm cool with sharing my name. It's okay.
With that? Okay, cool. That's good to know. And are we allowed to use your response for our research project?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all what I'm that's all for this interview. And I really appreciate your time again. So
No, thank you, Mark. Yeah.
bye.
It's good to talk to someone about this.
Yeah, we should definitely dig deeper into this topic later. Bye.
Yeah.